All right, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day there, man. We have an incredible gameplay against one of the best players in the world so far throughout Madden 21. He goes by the name of TNC Fancy. If you guys watch Twitch, competitive Madden, or anything, you guys probably have heard of him. He's part of that TNC crew. They're super tough, man. And if you guys have played against anyone online running that trips tight end formation, they've probably gotten their setups and plays from Fancy. Fancy is kind of like the godfather of that formation. He's super, super tough. He probably has the second best overall record on the entire Xbox console, man. So he's insanely good at the game. He's really good on defense as well. Probably the best offensive player in the game right now. And we're going to have our hands full right here. We're running a new playbook on offense. We're running the Vikings. So I'm not going to be comfortable this game on offense. We're going to have to move the ball by any means necessary. And we're going to go ahead and try to lock up on defense. We're running the Giants playbook using mainly that 1-4-6, kind of similar to that blitz that we used last year. And we're going to be trying to lock up trips tight end, a formation that I honestly struggle against. But you guys are going to see here, man, I actually do a pretty decent job, and the game actually comes down to the very last play. So it's super back and forth, man, super exciting. I know defense is kind of like a myth in Madden 21, but you guys are going to see a lot of defense played in this game, and it's going to be a very exciting gameplay. So before we jump into the highlights, if you guys could do me a huge favor, drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me, man. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the highlights. All right, so here we go, guys, man. We're playing Fancy, probably a top 3 player in the world so far throughout Madden 21. He's got the second best record on Xbox, and he won the $2,000 Players on Tournament last week as well. So he's super tough, man. Like I said, he runs that trips tight end formation. And right here, we're starting off early on offense. Like I said, new playbook, not comfortable. We actually had a dot, and unfortunately, I'm just addicted to low balling passes. If I just pass that normally, that's probably a super dot. Unfortunately for me, though, like I said, just super addicted to low balling. I low ball almost every pass, and because of the low ball, he's able to get there with his user. But speaking of being able to get there, man, Troy Vincent at the cornerback position is a beast for me. I actually use Lurker on my outside corner, so Asante Samuel and Troy Vincent both have Lurker, and even though I don't user them, that still really helps, especially for those people who love to roll out, throw corners, throw streaks down the sideline. They're going to be able to just get those better animations, jump higher, and pick off more passes, and as you can see right there, it paid off huge for us. But again, back to the struggles on offense, man. Elvis Dumerville absolutely screaming at us. My opponent's got the 2 edge threats, so even though I have edge protector, he is still generating a ton of pressure. We're going to get sacked a ton in this game, and we're really going to rely on our defense to keep us in this game and hopefully try and score us points. Right there, man, I needed AJ Terrell to come up huge with that. You got one hand on it, 2 hands on it, man, and we're to the crib. There's no one there to make a tackle, so an unfortunate drop right there. Really good defense on 3rd down as well. We forced my opponent into a bit of a circus back there in the backfield, and then on 4th down, he's actually going to go for it. He's got the playmaker up here, and actually overthrows it. We probably would have had a pick if he made that throw. Our guy did animate just over my head, over his head as well. So a really nice stop there on 4th down, and then we're going to try to get into a groove here on offense by hitting Finley here on the crosser route. Like I said, I'm running that Giants playbook on defense. I'm utilizing the 1-4-6 formation, similar to what I was using last year, similar to what most people were using last year. You guys know that blitz out of 1-4-6 was super effective last year, and honestly, it works pretty well again this year. It's not as good, but it's definitely pretty close, and you guys know how difficult defense is in this game. It's probably the best thing we have going right now against passing sets. Right here, Bo Jackson on the 0-1 trap. Like I said, we're kind of getting in that groove, and then right here, the stretch out of single back double south, I believe it's called. Bo Jackson getting a little bit sticky right there. I don't run the ball a lot. You guys know that. I'm mostly pass out of the spread formation. So my run vision, definitely not the greatest. My run stick, not the greatest, but right there, it actually looked pretty good. We're able to get in the end zone and take a 7-point lead. Fancy with there with his first completion of the game. You wouldn't believe that. I believe this is what his second possession, and that was his first completion. So you wouldn't expect that from someone like Fancy, who's such an elite offensive player. But right here, somehow gets out of the pocket. We got nano detected, and then Tyrann Mathieu absolutely smacks Clayton in the mouth. But Clayton is an absolute goon this year, man. He's able to hang on to that pass right there in a ton of traffic. And a huge completion before half there for Fancy. So my goal right here is just to hold him, man. No 7. We can live with giving up 3, but 7 would be catastrophic here. I believe he gets ball out of half as well. And right here on 3rd and 9, I thought he broke the sack and was gonna get the first down, but someone else comes in, hit sticks him, forces a fumble. Unlucky for us though, the fumble actually goes out of bounds. It's gonna bring up a 4th and 2. He's not gonna take his field goal. He probably should have. We run an absolute bag on defense right there, man. We ran man-to-man, mixed in some zones, and he looked for his tight end, who actually beat his man in man coverage, but we had Tyrann Mathieu right there in a yellow zone. He plays it, he jumps it. Unfortunately, he drops the pick. I think if we catch that pick, we're able to return it, if not for 6, for a decent gain, but we kind of pinned ourselves pretty deep here in our own territory before half, so we're not going to be able to do anything with it and get points before half. Like I said, if we caught that pick, it probably would have been a different story. Taking a 2-possession lead into halftime would have been monumental for us, man. Big SAT word right there, man. Add that to your vocabulary. No, I'm kidding. I don't know any big words, man. I can't even remember the last time I read a book. But anyways, right here, Dre Bly screaming off the edge in 1-4-6, 2nd and 15. My opponent potentially has his tight end open right there. I don't know. It depends on if he got a good throw or not, but it doesn't matter. We generate a ton of pressure on 3rd and 15. He's going to go back to the same route combo. Our zone abandons his responsibility, crashes down. We try to click back onto him. We were able to get it the last second, but unfortunately, Dre Bly a little bit too short, a little bit too far out of position, and yeah, not able to make the play. So a big conversion there for my opponent, Fancy, on 3rd and 15. But we're playing great defense, man. He's only 4 for 13. I would probably guarantee you that's the first time all year he's had passing stats that bad. Right here, no fumble, unfortunately. I was hoping for a hit stick. Getting a little bit sticky there from Lamar Jackson. We actually almost hit him at the line of scrimmage. Our user's been great this game, man. We're taking away so much of the field. If you guys are watching me right now, man, I'm just covering so much. Cover the tight end, cover the post. Came down, almost played the drag. It's just a little bit hard this year. You guys know how much they nerf the users. The change of direction isn't there, but I'm really happy with the way my user is guarding the field so far. I'm doing the best that I possibly can given the new, the new game and the mechanics of the user. Right here, though, 1st and goal. We're going to try to bag up again in the red zone. This game is so much about red zone D, man. It's pretty hard to shut opponents down in the middle of the field. As long as you play good red zone D, you're going to give yourself a chance to beat everyone you play. And unfortunately, right here, my opponent draws up a little one out of the hat, man. The ace up the sleeve. He runs the halfback screen. And because I was using the player that was manned up on the running back, it's just absolutely wide open. There was no one there to even try to make a play on that. So a really good play call from my opponent right there to tie the game up. 4th quarter, man. Here we go. 1st and 10. My opponent gets a sack. Glover with his 2nd sack of the game. We are just not playing good offense this game. Like I said, I'm in that new playbook. I am just not comfortable. Fancy's playing insanely good defense, and we're just getting absolutely bagged. 2-man rush right here. Doomerville sheds like my entire team and then just pulls me into an animation while being blocked. Super unlucky right there for us, but I mean, we didn't really have anything open anyway. 4th and 18, I just figured let's just go for it. If we don't get it, worst case scenario, he gets the ball back. We can hold him to 3 and have a money drive of our own, but right here, a big time dot to Jerry Rice, and he actually breaks a ton of tackles down the sideline. Bro, I tried to dive. I tried to give myself up right there, and unfortunately, we dive out of bounds. This man just dove like 10 yards out of bounds. I think he just broke the Olympic long jump record. I tried to go down. Fancy's such a prolific offensive player that I wanted to leave my opponent with no timeouts, as little time as possible. So I tried to go down. Unfortunately, I don't know why EA changed it so that the give up mechanic and the dive mechanic are on that same button. They're on the Xbox, the X button on Xbox. It's super frustrating. I'm sure you guys have fumbled a couple times or accidentally dove a couple times instead of giving yourself up. I tried to double tap, and unfortunately my dude just Superman dove, so super unlucky from us there. 3rd down here, trying to make something shake, but at the end of the day, as long as we don't turn the ball over here, take our 3, we have an opportunity to let our defense shine one last time, man. We've played such good defense this game. We cannot lose this game, man. We can't do it. Our defense deserves better. Our offense has been abysmal. Right there, we actually had a really nice lurk. I thought he was potentially going to go for the streak and try to win the game, but he actually played pretty conservative there, took off with his quarterback. And then right here, Troy Vincent, I need you to catch that, man. He lights up. Unfortunately, no catch, though. That would have been huge for us, man. That would have been the game right there. But on 2nd and 10, my opponent delivers an absolute laser down the sideline to Jermichael Finley. 38-yard line, 57 seconds left, and 1 timeout for my opponent. We generate a ton of pressure right here. Throw out a sack for an incompletion. And then 2nd and 10, my opponent is going to go back to this crosser play. We actually have everything bagged. And I got a bit too lackadaisical with my user right there, man. I just have to follow the crossing route. Everything else was completely bagged. I don't know why. I thought he was going to scramble, so I went to go pursue the quarterback, and unfortunately, we give up the crosser. That was the only thing I had to guard. Bad user for me right there, but We have an opportunity here, man. Like I said, we've been playing really good red zone D, and that just not going to change right here. We're going to try to lock up, force my opponents to 3, and see if we can get 3 before regulation, man. If not, go to overtime. But a draw here on 3rd and goal from Fancy is going to get blown up. It's really hard to pass from the 4, so my opponent's going to kick. Let's see if he can make it to tie up the game. He actually goes for the fake. Man, you guys know me. I am the master of fake field goals. I do it all the time. I am not going to let it happen to me. We come out and field goal safe, and we win the game. All right, what's up, guys? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you guys can see there, that was a crazy game. Fancy is one of the best players in the world. He's super tough to stop, but we did an awesome job on defense. Our offense was definitely letting us down. We need to play better on offense. I'm done with that playbook, man. I'm going back to my bread and butter, either run and shoot or Baltimore. I'm getting ready for Weekend League, though, man. If you guys don't already follow me on Twitch, man, twitch.tv/Kmac. I'm going to be streaming all my Weekend League games this week, so you guys should definitely drop me a follow on there. Check me out, man. I'm going to be live every day in the afternoon. I would greatly appreciate that, man. But like I said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Peace.